What's up everyone, and welcome to you on the MOONCHARTS YouTube channel. Hope you're all doing very well as always. Yes, we didn't got any update for a very long moment, but everything was following. You know, I gave you more likely, you know, the WXY to the downside, so more likely a move down than a move up from this price right here. We're gonna move down, just a bit of a consolidation here and another move to the downside. So we're going to update the wave, we're going to update really what we can expect next here. I'm going to change a bit the wave, you're going to see this. And yeah, so that's pretty cool. It followed my bias, so that's pretty nice, not gonna lie. So this was a wave, you know, we have planned the last update on the YouTube channel, so you got this WXY more likely to the downside. Okay, I don't like personally here the smaller wave. For me it's not really possible to get this Y leg here because that will be a WXY and a Y leg cannot finish with a WXY. So I'm gonna change to just simply a bigger C wave here. Okay, not gonna make it more complex, you will see it's very simple. You know that we have now 5 ways to the downside there. If you don't know how to get this 5 ways, you have to go and check out the last update I have done on the YouTube channel. So we have this 5 ways to the downside here. What we can place here is simply a bigger 1, 2, 3, 4 and a wave 5 here. Okay, that's the only thing really we have to do on this. So yeah, so this is the first move to the downside we had. Okay, so what you could do here clearly, and even if you was looking for the WXY, you know, we planned the YouTube channel, you was looking for this W, X and this Y leg to the downside, you just needed to pull the extension tool. So again, if you want to learn this, you just have to go on the MOONCHARTS YouTube channel, on the mooncharts.fr website. So you just have to go in the course section, Elliott wave for free, and you have everything waiting for you for absolutely free. So really going to decide if you didn't create an account yet, you have to create an account with a member upgrade. But what you had to do here, if you was looking for this W, X and this Y here to the downside, the only thing you have to do was to pull your extension tool from the W root to the W bottom to the X wave top. Okay, and from here add the MC extension, the 120 extension, the 123, the 1618. From here, when you reach these targets, the only thing you have to do is to read the order flow. Okay, this is the order flow on MOONCHARTS. You just have to read once, you can just see what's happening really behind the market. So this is just absolutely pure gold, because this is how I am taking my trades based off the data we have behind the market. You hit a target, for example, let's say the 120 extension, you hit a target, you get good data for a long, so you take the long. Why, for example, you will not take this trade simply because you will not get good data, so you knew that you was about more likely to take out the lows here. Okay, so this is just all based off the order flow. Of course, sometimes all prediction just by using Elliott wave, but for some times where like this, for example, we're just in a range and we'll have a lot of different possibilities. It's not possible to use only Elliott wave, so it's very important in my opinion to use an order flow. And again, if you want to learn this, you have everything on the website. You just have to go in the course MOONCHARTS section and you will get all the MOONCHARTS course, what you have to know really, with some quiz next to really test your knowledge on what you learned. Okay, so you have all of this. That's a lot of stuff, but again, it's not very easy to learn this. Just how to make your experience next, and you know exactly what you have to look at, what you have to look for, and how to use it really. Okay, but anyway, so yeah, so WXY here, you just had to long as you can see here to look at the 120 extension. So if you follow the WXY, you got that right. Okay, you got the very low of this full push to the upside here. We talk about the most biggest cryptocurrency, a nice almost 6% to the upside, so that's quite nice, not gonna lie. Now if you was looking at this this ABC flat, okay, just had to pull from the A wave root to the A wave bottom to the B wave top here, and again here, so it's not perfect, but it's still around the 1618 maximum target. And Maurice, I'm using the levels. Okay, so for you just have to go and check out the daily updates in the live stream section on the YouTube channel. You'll understand what I mean. Okay, you just have to go here in the live, the daily update. You will see how clearly I'm trading. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so here 1618 around there, you just have to add the confluence with the 1618, and you could find the bottom here too. Okay, so this is how you could do it. So this is the first pattern here. If we have to come more down, what can that be next? If we don't retrace here 90%, or we just take the highs for an ABC flat again. Okay, as you can see here, we do not retrace the flat targets, because the thing is, if we start with a correction, the only possible pattern next is a triangle, of course, but this is not the most common at all. We are going to make most of the time, so we'll have to look for a W, X and Y, okay, or an A, B, C flat, but the B wave retraced 90%, or in this section right here. Okay, we did not recheck all of these sections, so we do not look for this ABC flat. So the only pattern that remain possible is a WXY. So we place that W, okay, X retracement and a Y leg to the downside. what we'll have here, we'll have a 5 waves correction, 5 waves to the upside. So as always, it's an ABC zigzag. Okay, A, oops, B, and see here. Okay, it could be also possible, you know, as these are some 5 waves correction, 5 ways, it could be a wave 1 2 1 2, but at some point here, if you read the RSI, the wave 2 was breaking the wave 1 route, and as always, when you start doing this on the RSI, it's not valid anymore. So you could look at this point more likely for the Y leg to the downside. Of course, at this time when we was here before, what was possible here in the X wave to simply make a bigger to simply make a bigger WXY, okay, W, X, and Y, or an ABC fly if we take the lows, an A, B, and then a C here to the upside. Now the thing is, if you pull as always your retracement targets, what we can see here is just that we went way below the 123 and 27 maximum target for a flat. So now the only possible configuration, again, there are some still other ones that are a bit less probable that I'm going to switch to if we have to switch to this, but for now the most, I mean, the best configuration really, if we can say, if I have to play the waves and to play with the wave, this is the WXY. You just have to look for the Y leg to the downside. So what you have to do here, clearly, if you want to look at this pan, you have to place the extension tool from the W root to the W bottom right here to the X wave top. Okay, and from here you just have to add your target. So MC extension. Let me just place a bit more on the right. MC extension, so 618, 71, 70x6. From here, you just have to add a 120 extension, the 123, and the 161, and of course the 20% invalidation of this pan. It's possible to go there, as always. If we go there, then we're just going to switch to some other wave, because again, be aware of that we planned on the YouTube channel a possible bearish count. I really and highly recommend you to go and check at this wave count here. You have to scroll down a bit and go and watch this video here. Can Bitcoin still drop below 16,000? You really have to check at this video. It's a must. Okay, and if you check at this video, we have planned this, if you remember good, when we was only doing this first push to the upside. We have now done a retracement, another push to the upside. Just go and check this out. This is extremely important. I mean, you do whatever you want as always, but I highly recommend you to go and check this out. Okay, but anyway, so if we're in this bearish count, we can absolutely drop from here. Okay, this is something you have to be aware of. So now what we can look at clearly, if you check out this WXY, simply here is the 618, the 120 extension here. Okay, the 1823. Oops, I'm gonna go delete this and look. 123 and 1618. Okay, so that's pretty cool, because yeah, I mean, this pan here, you know, even in this range, so that was very this section here, not gonna lie, was extremely complex. I was personally at tomorrow alone at some point here in this section, so it was pretty cool, because you know that sometimes you have to let it go really. So took some few days off, 4 days off, almost by the way, maybe 5 to be fair. And yeah, that, you know, that's pretty cool. Sometimes you have to let it go, you know. And for example, here the levels were extremely important, because we've got a lot of different possible scenarios in this section of the chart, so that's why the levels were extremely good and very useful to use. But for example, here when this happened, also, if you don't really want to lose your time really on trying to get something, just remain your trades. For example, here from the top, okay, if you go and check out the top here, for example, in the 15 minutes, okay, you got this very nice retest right there. Okay, you got this very nice retest here. Oops, if you pull your retracement tool, okay, got this very nice retest that, for example, under this called server in the trade monitor print section here, I just say to my team, really, to the VIPs, here come my preferred short target in case it's a retest. So now what we'll have to do here is just to read the order flow in there into this target. So to speak, if we get an MC short action with a good context in here, we just have to take a short. That's the only thing. Again, an MC short action is some data you want to get on the order flow. You have everything again on the website. I'm not going to explain everything here because everything is explained here. Okay, you have, for example, the entry, the long and shorts trade data, the MC entry reaction. You just need to get this into the target you plan and with a good context, and you just have to click the sell or click the buy. That's the only thing you have to do. Okay, again, I'm saying only thing you have to do. It looks very complex. It is complex to learn, but once you know this, I mean, you're just crushing it, right? You just have to go and check out the Twitter, for example, my Twitter account. You will see how this you can just crush it. How you can run every single highs and lows and most of this market. This is absolutely crazy. And so this top right here, as you can see, the price. Okay, normally already opening that on the here. No, but this is the wrong one. Let me just open that. Here you can see here, so for example, this red box right here, it was with a 6,166% with a value high here, so around $31,593. Okay, so if you here, bam, you add the level key, $593. Okay, you can see here, so this was my preferred target for a short. And if you just zoom out, what was this? It was a very top. Okay, so I never told the VIPs to close this short trade, and if you took that short here, it gives at the moment a nice almost 13% move to the downside on the world biggest cryptocurrency, right? So that's just pretty cool. So if you sometimes don't really know what is happening, you don't want to really say, okay, I mean, for example, just the context is weird, okay, you don't want to spend too much time on this. If the context is weird, you know that even if you spend hours and hours on this, you won't find the answer. Just take your trades from high, from low, from wherever you want, really. I mean, the best is from high, of course, or from lower, because you don't really know where it's going to go. We have some more, so you have some more likely scenarios, of course, but it's better to remain the trade. So that's why, for example, that short trade here planned with VIPs was just extremely cool. And yeah, that's just pretty cool, not gonna lie. But yeah, so hope you're crushing it. Really, this is what I'm looking at the moment on Bitcoin. If you have any questions, by the way, do not hesitate to join the Discord server to ask your questions on the Discord server here in the member section, or if you join us as VIP in the VIP section, if you join us as an apprentice in the apprentice section. But yeah, do not hesitate to ask your question on the Discord server, okay? Or otherwise you can go, as always, below the videos, below the video here, ask your questions, or just leave a comment. It's very nice for the YouTube algorithm, not gonna lie. So thank you so much. Don't forget to drop a like too, and yeah, to subscribe, turn notifications. And I wanted to say something, I just can't remember. Oh, anyway, so yeah, if you want more of us, you know where to go. Mooncharts.fr, as always. You know the music, if you can say that. That's a French expression. I don't know if we can say that in English, but anyway. And yeah, so this is what I'm looking at right now. If we take the lows here, then I'm not really looking anymore for this double XY. Okay, I'm going to switch some other way, but I'm gonna talk about this for the moment. By the way, this smaller wave here, I am not really showing the smaller wave right now. I already showed you the smaller wave before, but if you really want, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. If you really want to see me doing the smaller wave of this, okay, why, for example, the A wave is placed here and not on that low here, how that was possible, Planet B wave, where is the smaller wave here, how you could get a different scenarios at this point here, how it was possible to look at this Y leg to the downside here. Okay, you just have to go on the website, in the daily no, not the daily update, sorry, here's the market updates, in the Bitcoin section right here, okay, and you have everything in there. You have the medium time frame plus lower time frame range wave count update, okay, and so you can see me clearly here doing the wave count of all of this. So if you want to know how to get the waves, all of this, really, you just have to go and check this out. For example, here you can clearly see me doing the smaller wave. You also have the timeline a bit above. Oh, there's music here. So yeah, I was just doing the smaller way of this, really. So if you want to know how to find the waves, all of this, really, I have the face cam back, we don't have the green screen for the moment, but anyway. So yeah, you can see me doing the wave count and everything, really. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, at the end, I'm showing, for example, the possible double XY here to the downside. Okay, so you can see here showing the double XY here to the downside, with of course the other possibilities with the double XY here, double XY, or ABC fly I was talking about earlier in the video. So yeah, you can see here everything was planned in advance. We're already always aware of the next move. We have different possibilities. Only thing we have to do on the targets we plan is simply here to read the order flow. We got absolutely no reason to long all the way. I mean, just one long here, but again, you got a very first take profit on the very top here with the value low. Then you get stop down and triple. Otherwise, here all the way down, as I say this morning, for example, in the daily update with VIPs, we got no real reason to long that. So we have to look first for a retest. We got nothing. Swing third pound, we got one, but we got no reason to long and take a long on this swing third pound. We got a continuation, got no reason to long all this move right here to the downside. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's why we're using the order flow. And yeah, I mean, for example, today you know, like here I said absolutely nothing. Okay, I said this around the beginning of the afternoon. Best priority for best right now team, sorry, for a trade is to look for a retest on the 61866%. Okay, and if we get no good data, we just have to look for a swing third pound, the swing third pound. If we don't get the swing third pound, then we should see a large drop, okay, to lower levels plan. And this is what happened. We got absolutely no reason to take a trade. I'm saying nothing when there is nothing to say, when there is nothing to take. For example, here to be 123 and 27 a possible lower time frame, take something and got a nice $100 move and even more to make a scalp, and he did not play it, but we still got a nice winning trade. That's pretty cool. I'm just saying nothing. For example, here, as you can see, I say nothing between the 9 and yesterday, because we got absolutely nothing. I mean, we got no reason to trade all of this. We got bad data on all of this, so that was very, very bad. I mean, again, it all depends how the way you're trading this, but this was very bad. So just saying, for example, here, what you have to know really. Okay, just said, for example, here we're reaching some good levels, and for example, here this was that top. Okay, so yeah, just saying something when there is something to say, otherwise there is nothing, you know. For example, here I just said, hey, the ABC fly here now went below. I say nothing because with no reason, absolutely no reason to take some long on this. And so now we just have one scenario, and that's it. We just have to look for this white leg to the downside, and I show you this was planned, of course, before. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's why you have to, I mean, you do whatever you want, but I recommend you to learn the order flow and to use an order flow. Is extremely yeah, absolutely important. Really, really, really crazy. And yeah, really important in my opinion. But anyway, so yeah, that's all really for me for today. If you want more of us, you know where to go. And yeah, as always, don't forget to smash that like, to subscribe to the channel, to turn notifications. This is very, very important. Thank you so much if you take the time today. Also, don't forget to write some comments. This helps so much to develop the channel with the algorithm. And yeah, have a brilliant day, take care, and catch you in the next one when an update is needed. And maybe by the way, I'm going to update, you know, the bigger time frame. Let me know, by the way, if you want to get the bigger time frame possibilities. Again, you have everything here planned with VIPs. You have the VIP high time frame Bitcoin update made a few days ago now, 3 days ago. Okay, depend where you when you were watching this, but for now, for me now it's the 17th, so it was the 14th, so 3 days ago. But anyway, so yeah, everything is planned here with VIPs already. Okay, so updated the high time frame wave, but it was already planned before, to be fair. But anyway, so yeah, if you want to get, for example, a different possible count on a bigger time frame, normally you already know the bigger time frame counts I'm looking at, but if you want to get maybe an update on that, let me know in the comments. And yeah, I wish you all a brilliant day, or good night, or good morning to you. Anyway, take care and catch you in the next one. Cheers.